Good morning, everyone. How you guys doing today? Let me just get my game open. Good morning, Joe, Brant, Abiola, Kane, Yugi. It's good to see you all here. And calling him Melon Lord. That's a good name. That's a good name. Thank you for the 2 bits there, Yugi. Appreciate it. Funny enough, I am rewatching Avatar: The Last Airbender right now. I stayed up way too late playing it yesterday, or watching it yesterday. So there is that. There we go. That's right. Is it cold today?
This Pokemon can't do much.
See, what is it today? It is -16. I don't like that whatsoever. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to really stay home. I've got quite a few errands to run after stream. I mean, the errands are good. It's good errands, but unfortunately, no staying nice and warm for me. Let me just go ahead and move things around a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I am very sleepy. Sorry, guys. I spent a good chunk of yesterday with my partner painting a room, and it ran until about 9:30. How's the light looking? Not looking too bad. Yeah, we ran until about 9:30, almost 10. No, we did run till 10, I think. And then by then my brain's fried. My house is covered in a layer of drywall dust and everything. So yeah, I'm a little sleepy. I apologize. We're gonna jump right in. The Gunpla room, that'd be pretty good. I mean, this is effectively gonna sort of have Gunpla on it. I apologize, guys. I'm gonna be eating breakfast as I go. Touche. Touche indeed. How are you all doing? How has the rest of your week been? I hope your Friday is off to a good start. Now, I'm pretty excited for this game, because I've always liked X and Y. So, I'm pretty stoked for it. X and Y has some great Pokemon. Starters are fantastic. I know they're not as good as they are, obviously, now, but they're all pretty cool. Kalos, aka France, indeed. Fletchling would be a good encounter. Teen injury. I'm sorry to hear that, friend. I can definitely relate in some way to that. My neck has been, I think I hurt my neck in my sleep. So my neck's been in rough shape for the past like 2 weeks now. And it's definitely hindering my sleep. Did I cut my hair? No, I didn't cut my hair. I mean, not recently. don't think I've cut it for like almost a year now. Let me tell you, when you cut your hair from long to short, that it feels like it's growing slow. I guess you don't get to name your rival in this one because you have like 5 different rivals. My hair usually grows pretty quick. This is literally from shaving my head bald to this length, which is about, I want to say 10 months or so, 8 to 10, 9 to 10 months.
Mm-hmm.
I'll zap myself. It is a little less curly, yes. That's because I woke up, made breakfast, and came here. And sometimes it's a little curlier, sometimes it's not. Right now it's a little weighed down. Yeah, my hair's looking my hair's a little greasy right now. Sounds like I need a cup of joe. I could use a cup of joe. Dang, we already get to pick our starter. Alrighty, guys. We've got our spin wheel set up already. No, that's the wrong one. Why did this switch? Don't know why this decided to do its own thing. Let me just move. Window capture. There we go. I had the wheel ready. We decided not to work this time. Alrighty, there we go. We got our wheel all set up. No Snivy, Joe. Alright, let's spin the wheel and see what we get. We got Fennekin, which is really good for the first gym. Well, it's there. Okay. Tried Legends, the grass starter. So, Chestnut's a cool Pokemon. I like Chestnut and his design. It's a little goofy, but yeah, it's a cool Pokemon. Its typing is just, it's quad effective, or I'm gonna go with Morgana, because I don't know if I can... maybe I can. I can. Yeah, grass and fighting type's just not the greatest typing. All right, we got our starter. It is Morgana, isn't it? I mean, that's what Joe wanted. Joe's the one who wanted the specific name. Very witch-like, that's true. Is she gonna make it that far? Cat, don't say that. Don't break my heart like that. Alright, so this is where you start off with being super effective against your rival. I did kill Sandwich, that's true. Actually, Sandwich made it very far, though. Sandwich did evolve. And Joe made it literally to the end of the game. Well, Sandwich evolved from an Italian sub to an Italian herbs and cheese sub. Dang, Ray. That's brutal. Also, how's it going, Ray? Alright, so we've got our first encounter. There's our first Pokemon. I guess Route 1 doesn't have anything? What's Ray been denying? Oof, I'm tired. My neck, I gotta fix my neck. I don't need somebody to tell me how to use a map. Alright, let me go. Oh, and it woke you up, huh? That's brutal. For me, it's just been a case of like a few really busy days, and that kind of wears me out a little bit to begin with. Doing a bit of drywall, doing a bit of painting. Once I'm done stream, I have to like items here. No, I have to go like completely tidy that room up, mop it, make sure it's spotless, because my partner and her rabbits are moving in. And so I gotta make sure that you know, the rabbits have a good space to hang out. So I gotta tidy that up. Let's go ahead here. How many of these do I have? One. Interesting, interesting. Well, Cap, fortunately, there is no real concern for the wires. The baseboards, I don't care. The baseboards in that room suck and are practically coming off the wall anyways, so I'm not super worried about them chewing them. In fact, I encourage them to chew them. As for wires, I don't really have any wires in that room that will be displayed for them to chew. Alright, Route 2. Pidgey is not bad. In all honesty, Pidgey is not bad. because Fletchender is good. Fletchender is really good. But we already have a... Oh, I don't even have Pokeballs yet, so this doesn't even count. They haven't given me Pokeballs. So this is not my encounter. It's not the best for them, but they tend to chew on them very, like, loosely. They don't, like, aggressively eat baseboards. Yeah, like, they'll nibble on them here and there, but they won't, like, try and eat all the baseboards as soon as possible. I have that experience because they stayed in this room here for a week while my partner was traveling. Almost 2 weeks. And they nibbled a couple of the baseboards in this room, but not that many. For the fact that they were there 2 weeks and they could have nibbled all of them, pretty much. No, Joe, I'm in the same boat as you. Like, I like the Pidgey line. It could be nostalgia. It could be nostalgia, it could be just... Alright, let's see what our Route 2 encounter is. A Weedle. I know what we're naming this guy. A Scratch shouldn't kill, right? I mean, Rainbow Man is a good name, but I was gonna name this Cass, because Cass gets dibs on all bug types. At the very least, he gets dibs on our very first bug type that we encounter. Cass loves Beedrill. And Beedrill does get a Mega in this game. So, I mean, that's a... He does, yes. I mean, Cass loves all bug types. So, there's that. Oh yeah, this is the generation with Scatterbug. Now, let me just check what our level cap is for this one. X and Y. Our Gym 1 level cap is 12. So we don't want to get too far ahead. What have you done? Oh. Mega Beedrill is a monster though. Yeah, it's good. It just means I'm gonna have to use the PC a little more often. But I think in Gen 6 you can still turn off the experience share, right? How big is the Pokedex for X and Y? I don't think it's huge, is it? Ash's best Pokemon team for types? What do you mean, Yugi? One second, hold up. My friend's all of a sudden asking me. Friend's asking me if he can log into my Crunchyroll account so he could buy One Piece cards. Why not? I mean, he's been using my Crunchyroll account for years now. I don't know why he needs to ask if he can use it to buy stuff, but... that's fair. His best team without repeating a type more than twice. Oh. What was it? I think his team for the his final season was pretty much his best, wasn't it? Santaloon Forest. I want to walk with somebody. Just don't do double battles. That's all I ask. I do like this little thing that's going on here. In this area is like all your friends and rivals, because you're semi-traveling together, are like you could see them running around the map. All right, let's see what our encounter is. I don't like the elemental monkeys very much. So I'm a little disappointed. Just a little. But this is useful for the second gym, because the second gym I believe is a rock type, if I remember correct. Dang, the gap between the first and the second gym is huge. Literally, first gym's ace is level 12, and second gym is level 25. Yeah, they're not horrible Pokemon. I don't know. I don't love their designs very much. Alright, can we get some nickname suggestions for our new little monkey friend? Replace. I'm gonna go with Weed. That feels like a fitting name. Replaced is a little on the nose, but I'd feel bad using Replaced. Welcome on in, hun. How's it going? Thanks so much for following. I appreciate it. Was there an item here? I don't know if the items are really worth going out of our way to grab in this early on, but at the very least, I know HMs and TMs are a different color in this game. That's a good question. I haven't played X and Y in probably like, I don't know, when did X and Y come out? 2010-ish? Something like that? 2012? Maybe 2012. All that say, I have not played them in a very long time, so I do not remember off the top of my head. Also, guys, I think I will be doing a second spin wheel as well for our Kanto starter. Because I feel like that's a little more fun way to... Thanks for the hit, taking the hit, Tierno. Yeah, I might do a spin wheel for the Kanto starters as well. Just because why not? I feel like it's a fun way to keep things fresh, you know? Also, I apologize, we got ads, guys. Pray for Charmander. Let's hope for Charmander. Actually, I mean, do we need Charmander though? We already have a fire type, so we don't really need Charmander. Squirtle will be nice. Opinion on the Kanto starters is what you meant. Squirtle, non-shiny, and Charmander shiny. I mean, the Charmander shiny line goes hard, no matter what. Squirtle, I love Squirtle no matter what. He has a special place in my heart. This is not the direction I was supposed to go in. Are you gonna give me Pokeballs? Oh, she does. Such helpful people. This is why friends are important, guys. Alright, press a yield reliable ember. Hope for the burn. No burn, but that's fine. Now, how far do you guys think we're gonna get in this run? Do you think we'll beat the first gym? Out of curiosity? No, no specific reason for that line of questioning. Hey, Silly Mirror. How you doing? I'm doing all right. I'm a little tired. A little burned out. Not related to this stuff. But I'm good. How you doing today? So many friends. Alright, we got Route 3. Based on Gen 6 difficulty, roughly same as... Yeah. Let's hope for better than my my Gen 6 run, or Gen 3 run. I think these games are a little, like, they're hit or miss. Like, they're not super difficult, and as the gens go on, with the exception of Gen, like, 7, the difficulty kind of wavers a little bit as you get more accessible options. Nice. I don't think I have the patience to try and catch a Mewtwo in a Pokemon. Actually, that's a lie. I want to say I don't have the patience, but I remember for some reason in Sun and Moon, I decided that I wanted to catch all of the pseudo-legendaries in a Beast Ball. Which Beast Ball has a horrible catch rate for anything that's not an Ultra Beast. But I decided that's what I wanted to do. So I caught Dratini, and I can't remember off the top of my head what other pseudo-legendaries were available in that game. But I spent so long trying to get those Pokemon. Yeah, Ultra Necrozma is pretty much like a boss fight, right? But Sword and Shield does something similar too. I don't remember how hard. I can't remember his name. What is his name? Eternatus. There we go. How hard Eternatus is to fight, but we'll see. Will Fennekin make it to its final stage? Kane, that wounds me. Just because you are right and assuming that he won't, that wounds me. I still feel bad for X and Y. Or not X and Y, Black and White. I was so looking forward to playing that game. And then our run got snuffed out before it even had a chance to begin. I didn't realize how detrimental it would, like, how difficult it would be. There's a Dunsparce here? Hold up. Does anyone remember if I got a wild encounter on Route 3? I completely blanked out. Okay, let's see. So I'm going through my stream to watch. Okay. Yeah, our Route 3 encounter is a Dunsparce. Don't know how I feel about that. That is true, Yugi. I could always play it again as a randomizer, which is probably what's going to happen. I'm running away. No encounter for us. Hey, Frank, how's it going? Good to see you. Defense Curl rollout could be really good, and Dunsparce is tanky. But the issue is, his rollout will decimate me. And so I had to do ye old tactical retreat. Alright. Might as well send Cass out to get some experience here. I don't want our starter getting over leveled. I think we're nearing the level cap. Yeah, it's level 12. Not gonna lie, I thought that was gonna do a lot more damage. Thank you, Frank. I'm gonna need it. After last run, how that went, I definitely will need it. Yeah, kid, it, like, I know Pokemon games. I know, okay, this is getting ridiculous. Level 11 already. I know, like, vaguely how to deal with these things. Fancy, I can't switch out for that. But I was not ready for... Oh, I should be switching the setting. I should change the setting type, or game battle type. There we go. I was not ready for the danger that it was having stab normal moves used against you that early on in the game. Okay, we'll switch, and then we'll go ahead and change the battle setting, the battle type to set. Monkey versus monkey. Who wins? I think I'm slightly in the lead, guys. I don't know what the speed up button is in this. I don't know if there is one. Alright, we're gonna be here a while. It just insists on lowering my attack. We're gonna be here for a long while, guys. I'm sorry. Alright. We survive a crit, so we'll do one more, and then we'll swap out to Weedle. Alright, now we don't survive a crit. So let's go ahead and switch over to Cass. Does Cass take a hit? Yeah, Cass should be fine. Now let's hope that Poison Sting does the trick. Okay, we still survive a crit. Poison Sting. That would be nice, right? I know that Black and White 2 have a difficulty option, but it's only reserved for when you beat the champion once. Then you can play it again in a harder difficulty, which is cool, but also I don't like it very much when difficulty options are locked behind beating the game. Because oftentimes I don't really want to play the game a second time, but harder, you know what I mean? Let's go ahead and put Cass in the front. Why is this child looking at the wall? Oh. Well, I didn't need to use Pokemon, or I didn't need to use Pokeballs. I mean, there's no reason why they can't add a difficulty. Like, they can't add a difficulty option where it changes the game's AI, it changes the whatchamacallit, like their move sets and stuff. I understand that it might make it a little annoying, so that maybe they want you to do it. No, I don't. Not yet. Let's do some training first. I can't go up here yet. Nope. Anything up here? But yeah, I get that sometimes it might be annoying to do it that way. Like, they don't want to have to make it so that you're constantly changing the Pokemon's AI and what's available and stuff. But at least give me a difficulty option at the beginning of the game. Good morning, Prince. How's it going? I hate multiple endings in that aspect. See, I think it depends, Kat. If you have multiple endings that start off like only at the end, the paths diverge at the end, you should get a save point that's right before it, because I don't want to play through the whole game just to get a different ending. But if it's games like Baldur's Gate, where a bunch of your smaller choices lead to this different ending, then I don't mind, because every playthrough is going to be so different anyways. Hey Slayer, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you today? Alright, let's see if we can do this. I don't know why Buttlebee's giving me so much trouble, but it is. I'm afraid I won't be able to help you there, Prince. I don't have Pokemon Sword right now. That game is about 3 games away right now, so unfortunately I can't help you out there. Alright, it took 2 Pokemon, but we finally managed to beat a level 4 Bunnelby. And for those of you guys who are newer and just hopping in, we are currently in the middle of doing a Nuzlocke challenge, a hardcore Nuzlocke challenge of all the Pokemon generations. Text speed, put that on fast and set. Currently we are on Gen 6. I've got all the VODs for every other challenge that we've done on YouTube, and we'll see how it turns out. Harder Pokemon version. I can kind of relate to that. I purposely picked, like, I like picking the harder version. I really want to do Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Ow, that's not fun. But I know they are very difficult, and I don't really want to just set myself up for failure. That's all good, Prince. You're more than welcome to hang out and chill. Oh, I didn't know Gen 7 had some EV trained Pokemon too. I'm hoping, Silly. I'm hoping we can win this run. That would be ideal. I'm playing smart this time, though. You know, I'm actually doing some grinding, which is something I never do. All the totems are EV trained. Doesn't help that the totem Pokemon also call for help. So, it's a little rough. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'll either be riding the high for beating this game, or riding a real, or crawling real low for losing this game. So I'm liking the amount of different encounters, though. The encounter diversity seems pretty good in this game so far. What's how far are you in Sword and Shield, Prince? All right, we're gonna be doing this, huh? I don't know what my button is for speed up, so I apologize to you guys. I don't. 3 protects in a row. This guy's hacking. 110% he's hacking. Does Burmy only no protect at this level? I mean, I'm okay with it. Because at least that means I can stick with Weedle and get him leveled up. But this hurts. This is very painful. Totem Araquanid is crazy. Defense, nature up. Max EVs in defense. +1 speed. Leech. It's improved leech life too, isn't it? So it's like base 70 power. And permanent rain, so it has I think it permanent rain. Does it have swift swim, or does it have something else? I can't remember. It has water bubble, right? Yeah, so that Araquanid is cracked. Even if you go in like fully set up, and then you add in the fact that it'll call for help too, it's just it definitely is difficult. My favorite Pokemon? My favorite Pokemon is Chandelure. I couldn't tell you why it's my favorite Pokemon. I don't even like Chandelures in real life. But for some reason, a ghost Chandelier spoke to me, and I decided that was my favorite Pokemon. Funny enough, I didn't really like Gen 5 when it first came out. So, one of my favorite Pokemon, or my favorite Pokemon, is from a game that I did not like at the time. Now I love Gen 5, but, you know. Yeah, Slayer, that's wild. That is cracked, and maybe I'll do regular Sun and Moon, which are still going to be hard. Unless that is in regular Sun and Moon. Nice. I do love Mudkip. Mudkip's adorable. It's a great Pokemon. All around a good choice, Prince. Do I ever think they'll create a region for Canada? It's possible. I don't think we're very high on the list. Okay, I think we're getting to the point where experience is slowing down here. I mean, I'd love to see Canada region, because we have a lot of like very varied like climates and stuff. But who knows if they'd actually do it. Okay. I'm gonna go into this battle with a level 5, and it's gonna suck. And I don't want to use Morgana. We're just gonna have to make do. Let's see where we go here. Mine's Butterfree. Butterfree is a great Pokemon, and actually was a huge staple in, I think, my Leaf Green run. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with you growling. Just let me land the poison. Where was I going with that? Yeah, I especially love Dynamax Butterfree. I think they killed it with that design. Regular Sun and Moon are still tough. Yeah. It's gonna be tough. I think it's gonna be very tough. But I believe in our ability to thrive. If we could beat this run, I think I'll feel good enough about beating... I'll feel better about beating Sun and Moon. Okay, I don't want to take a one-shot here, so... Sword and Shield are good. I don't think Dynamax buffs the Pokemon. I think they just get, like, boosted movesets. So I don't think Butterfree really gets buffed. But it could be... It's been a while for me. So I don't know... I can't tell you off the top of my head. They get boosted moves and double the HP stat. Yeah. But they also get a unique form. Like some Pokemon that Dynamax, there's Gigantamax and then there's Dynamax. They get a, you know, a unique design. And Dynamax Butterfree's design is really good. All bugs is correct. I mean, Cass, we all know you love your bug Pokemon, which is why I named Weedle after you. Ow, that hurt a lot. Just give me the poison. Thank you. Did a Nuzlocke of X using only Gen 6 middle stages. That is wild to me. I don't think I'm going to be doing any crazy runs like that. I'm just trying to survive an actual Nuzlocke run. Yeah, let's hear it, Slayer. I'm not gonna lie, this feels like a boss battle. This level 7 Zigzagoon. I feel like I just beat the gym leader. Alright, we're zooming now, guys, into the chair. Frogadier, Floette, a Blade. Look, you know what, though? Floette and Sliggoo are solidly tanky. Frogadier, Fletchinder, and the Blade have solid attack. So you don't have, like, it's not the worst team in the world. It's not the best team, obviously. But as far as, like, the team you would use for this... Oh, there's another route here? Huh. Yeah, the Blade is very strong. Arguably, like, the Blade is probably easier to use than Aegislash 2. Sorry for ads, guys. We got ads going right now. But I won't be doing anything important, so you're not missing out on anything. Diantha fight. I mean, I'm gonna spoil this. And obviously I want you guys to watch my YouTube stream, or my YouTube VODs. But, Gen 1... I think I walked out of that final Lance fight, or the final champion fight, with one Pokemon left Slayer. It was very stressful. But you know, like those are the run. That's what makes the run worth it, right? That challenge, that edge of your seat feeling. I don't want to risk you having a fire type move, so unfortunately I'm going to switch out to Morgana. That is true, we do have Beedrill Cast Art. We'll see if I get a Spupa here. Welcome back, people who were stuck in ads. I apologize. Ow. We did it, guys. And we got Cast Evolving, which is nice. Thanks, guys. What's your team looking like, Prince? Did Platinum using single stage Mons, Spiritomb, Carnivine, Chatot, Pachirisu, and Rotom. That's scary. That is scary. Yeah, that Cynthia fight is raw. I think if it wasn't for the fact that I was doing a hardcore Nuzlocke, I might have been able to beat that Cynthia fight. The tricky thing with this Nuzlocke is that when you can't heal in battle, you lose a lot. And playing in set form as well is definitely ups the challenge. More than I was expecting. I've never done, until I started this series of doing Nuzlocks here on the channel. Well, my Route 22 encounter is Azurill. Weirdly enough, I'm not mad about this. Okay, that doesn't do much. Yeah, until doing this game, I never realized how much harder... Oh no. I have one Pokeball, one chance to catch this. Please don't forfeit my encounter again. I've already lost one encounter here. Please stay in the ball. Please stay in the ball. Please stay in the ball. Thank you. Can we get some nickname suggestions for our Azurill? Chespin can solo the first, really? I didn't know that. Asriel's a good name. That's a good name, Prince. Now, in this generation, can poison kill? I'm just gonna use an antidote. I don't think it can kill, but I don't want to risk it. Yeah, huge power Azumarill could be very strong. Oh, that is true. That is very true. Inteleon, Scyther, Scizor. That's a pretty good team, Prince. Praying for huge power. Well, early on, it's not gonna have anything, right? Cause the Luxray. Thick Fat, not great, but we can make do. No, that's not what to do. Therapy, here we go. I just want to check. Oh, it would have had huge power right from the beginning. Okay. That's what I want to check. That's okay, though. Cause... I was saying the same thing earlier, Slayer. Like the first gym is the cap's level 12. Second gym's cap is, thank you, Joe. Second gym's cap is 25. But after that, the pacing seems to like clean up a little bit. There's a chance this has Peck, right? There's a good chance it has Peck. I mean, Cause, I think, immediately... Sorry, I got something stuck in my eye. I appreciate it, Slayer. Thanks for coming and hanging out. It was good times, and you made me very scared for my next run. But I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Alright. We should be fine for another hit, I think. That'll get you. That'll get you there, Prince. I've definitely been guilty of that. I've been very guilty of that, because like I'll forget till the last second and then... Ooh, that hurt. That was great. Okay. And arguably that's more dangerous than forgetting to heal. Joe, those were dark days. Those were very dark days. At least now Cass can fight on his own a little bit. I am a little worried about this having rollout. Okay, 4 damage. I survive a crit. Yeah, that is a little threatening sounding, Joe. Ooh. Okay, we're good. I need to take this out with more. I don't like the fact that I'm going into the gym at level cap. That's very not good. I don't like that you crit me. That's also very not good. I mean, Butterfree is great. Toxicroak is poison fighting, I believe. So I'm supposed to get through this bug-type gym without using Chespin. Or without using Fennekin. Unless there's a way for me to avoid all of the trainers. I mean, Butterfree's great. Why wouldn't you want to use them? Although, obviously, the stats don't quite live up. Okay. Can I... Oh, I was hoping I could get away with this. Level 10, okay. Can't escape. No one can escape youngster David. He is all-knowing, ever-present. But if Kakuna can solo this Ladybug, we're set. Yeah, you're in the clear, Prince. Who are you fighting against right now? Cass is just doing work. I do love that every time we get a bug type Pokemon in ow, ow. I don't like this. Ow. That's 4 hits and a crit was in there. I don't think we can survive another one. Yeah, I don't want to risk dying, so I'm gonna switch out to Weed. Oh, okay. How did you go about doing the Nuzlocke for Sword and Shield? How did you pick like what encounters you got? Yeah, I love that like every run that we've had a bug type named Cass, it's been pretty useful. It's true. Cass is the Sid of the HD Logverse. All right, let me get back up. Close your eyes until you got something. Okay. It's a little different from what I think I'll be doing. I think what I'm planning on doing is I'm gonna load up a spin wheel with everything that you can encounter in a certain section and use that to determine what we're catching. It's a little less exciting than you know, random encounters, but I think it's the closest way I could do it. That's some scary stuff there.
This Pokemon can't do much.
Okay. I can't go that way. I gotta go this way. Oh, they're making me fight everyone, aren't they? Yeah, because I have to go this way. Oh, no, I don't have to fight him. Okay. I do have to fight this one, though. Okay. RNG. Yep, that's probably it, too. Alright, guys. We're here for some thrilling Kakuna versus Kakuna action. Are poison types immune to poison in this game? I imagine they are. Let me look this up. They are immune to being poisoned? Okay. Well, I don't think I can use... I can use Morgana, but do I want to? Well, it's fine. This might be the last battle anyways before the gym leader, and once we get to the gym leader, then we're in the clear. Does anyone know if poison kills you in this generation when you're walking around? I genuinely can't remember to save my life. It does not. Okay. That's not how I want to find out, Joe. I'd like to keep my starter alive. This probably knows gusts, huh? Yeah, it does. Ooh, that's not a good switch in. That was not a good idea. Okay. We should be good. Ember should one-shot? No. Because why would it? Ember will two-shot, though. A little closer than I would like. A lot closer than I would like. And I don't have any more antidotes. I'm just gonna heal up just in case that one person decides they want to battle me on the way out. Oh, poison doesn't even tick when you're out of battle now. Huh. That's good news. What level does Beedrill or does Kakuna evolve? Is it level 10 or 12? That is scary. That is very scary, Prince. Alright, I think we're gonna get Cass up to Beedrill before taking on the gym. As much as he probably won't be needed, I'd like to have him in the back pocket. And he's close-ish to evolving. I just want to go in with two useful, or yeah, two Pokemon to be able to use. I probably shouldn't have done a trainer battle. Rio shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, I'm realizing that the G-Max and Z moves might be very scary going forward. Ow. Also, ow. Can I land the poison, please? Thank you. He's gonna counter. Now we're gonna switch out. What's my favorite game? That's a good question. I don't really know. I love Pokemon. I love Final Fantasy. I love Zelda. I need to make like a pros and cons list. Because honestly, I have no idea off the top of my head what my favorite game is. Cass, what's my favorite game? Like Golden Sun holds a very special place in my heart. Final Fantasy IV, Pokemon Platinum, all games that like are very core memories for me. I don't know if I could pick a favorite though. Here's Deltarune though. I haven't actually played that. I played Undertale and I loved it, but I haven't played Deltarune yet. Yeah, for those of you guys hanging out, what are your favorite games? I haven't even played Final Fantasy X-2. I still have yet to actually finish Final Fantasy X. I've never actually finished that one. But a sweet hop? I don't know what that means. I do like Stardew Valley. I don't know that I could play it alone, but as a co-op game, I love it. Fun fact, Cass and I actually streamed Stardew Valley together for a couple of months. Maybe longer. I don't remember off the top of my head how long we did. Oh, he's about to sweep hop. See, my brain's not working right now. I'm sorry. A Farfetch'd. That's one I don't want to fight, because you definitely have flying type moves. You got this, Prince. Stardew's one game. See, that's understandable. I think Stardew, for me, is a game that... I don't know, those kinds of games I enjoy, but I like having someone to talk to while doing them because they're so laid back, usually. So it's fun to play with somebody for me. And because they're a little more slow paced, it helps me stop from like kind of just disassociating with the game when I get a little bored. Spam from Toronto. Fantasy Life when? What do you mean by that, Matar? I love story games. Story games are probably my favorite type of games to play. Absolutely adored Expedition 33. I think that ranks top 10 for me. That definitely ranks top 10 games for me. What the heck is... Thank you guys. And we got Cass. Ultra Nintendo to you too, Abiola. Cass is back in full power now. It is hard to pick a game, right? Kingdom Hearts I did enjoy as much as my brain does not understand the whole story. I love the Soul series. I have a lot of games that are just like very near and dear to my heart. Hades, love that game. Alright, I'm gonna snooze ads for a little bit because we are jumping into the gym battle. I wish you the best of luck, Frant, because that can be stressful. Well, I mean, if you find it stressful, one thing I find stressful about playing those kinds of games with people is I like to be very organized with some stuff, and not everyone has the same like method of organizing or like standard of organizing, so that can be a little rough. Okay, Cass might not see any action in this battle, but he'll be in the party. I have played a whole lot of Moonlighter, Prince. I played it on Switch when it first came out for that. I played it on Steam, and I'm eagerly awaiting Moonlighter 2. I'm probably not going to play it because it's in early access, but I'm looking forward to seeing it fully released. Also, we're just jumping into the gym battle, guys. Tuturu is correct, Matar. That is indeed from Steins Gate. Okay, let's do... I kind of want to preserve... What's my stats here? 27. Yeah, I kind of want to preserve Morgana. Morgan Le Fay is... I believe Merlin's apprentice in... I don't like that. Merlin's apprentice in Arthurian lore, who turns out to be evil, if I'm correct. Let's hit you with Fury Attack, see how that does. Don't like the speed drop. Nice, Prince. Sounds like you're crushing it. Really? I only got 2 Fury Attacks off? He avoided the... I'm loving this so far. This is not going as intended. Okay, that does 7 damage, so I can still survive a crit. I'm the bug type trainer now. Also, there's a lot of light coming in here. 1 second. There we go, that should be a little better. This is definitely something I don't want to stay out for, so we'll swap out to Morgan. Cass, as if you ever needed an excuse, that does a surprising amount of damage. 22. Yeah, that does a lot of damage. I know it's fully evolved, but we might be in trouble. Yeah, that does 9 damage. I need to get the burn right here. Or a max roll. I'll take that. Whew. First gym down, guys. Ooh, flame charge. Let's get rid of this. We did it, guys. I couldn't have done it without you. Once upon a time, I wouldn't have thought that, you know, the first gym was an accomplishment, but Yugi, I haven't watched Back to the Future in who knows how long. That's a throwback. Oh, the game. I haven't even played the game. So I'll say that much. I have never played Back to the Future in the game. I didn't even know there was a game. Uh-oh. It'll still do a little bit of damage. Let's buy a couple of these. Hey, there you go. Love to hear that. Survive max flare on 17 health. That's kind of crazy. Alright, so our level cap is pretty high now. But there's also going to be quite a ways until we get to the gym. Is there anything else over here? Or is this kind of just a spot to train? Yeah, this looks like mostly just a spot to train. Which would have been great, but everything, I did no damage to anything on that route. Which phone game, Yugi? Because I know there was a few. I played one for a little bit. Can I turn this off? Okay, I can't turn it off. Actually, I'll turn it on for now. Yeah, there was one that was like a mobile gacha. And then there was the one with Ansem on it. Oh, ZA having rollerblades would make it so much smoother. Nice, Prince. That's awesome, Cass. Living Shiny Dex is no small feat. That's actually a huge feat, so congratulations on that, Cass. I'm gonna run to the washroom quick, guys. We do have ads on the Twitch side running right now, so I'm gonna run to the washroom and be right back. In the meantime, so nobody misses anything, be Alrighty, I am back. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, Union Cross, right. I remember that I enjoyed it to a certain extent. It just... I had all the fun casts. I think one of the tricky things about Kingdom Hearts is, depending on the game, going through the Disney worlds is the most enjoyable part or the least enjoyable part. And in Union Cross, it was probably the least enjoyable part. Alright. 50-50 chance our encounter is a Floette. Or Flo Baby. I will take a Flo Baby. I don't really want to hit this thing. What's wrong with yellow Flo Baby cast? Blue is superior. I agree with that. But a Flabebe is a Flabebe, and I will not complain about having a future Florges in our team. Yeah, my eyes look... I got bags for days. Alright, can we get a nickname suggestion for our Flabebe? I do like Belle. That's a good name, let's do it. Oh, Flowey would have been a good name too. Oh, Flowery. I'm definitely glad we got Flabebe instead of Ladybug. Ladybug, not the greatest in canon Pokemon. Oh, you meant to put Flowey. Okay. I thought as much. Because Flower's a good name. Yeah, Ladian... It makes me sad that Ladian sucks. Because, you know, I love Ladian's design. And I love what a lot of the, like, fan games and stuff do with it. But it's a shame that Ladian itself is not great. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just opening up virtual Pokemon cards. Because we are very close. We're very close to being able to open physical Pokemon cards. We are at 591 out of 600 followers on Twitch. So we are just 9 followers away from opening up a booster box of Inferno X on Twitch. And we have a little more room. We got a little more to work on before we hit that point on Twitch or on YouTube. I believe YouTube, we're still about 30 subscribers away. But we'll get there. So we are very close to being able to open up Pokemon cards. Which, you know, is my motivator for most things in life at this point. Can I fight you? Aha. And Weed finally has a stab move, which is good. Alright, we're making some progress. What level is Morgana? Morgana's level 15, so very soon that will evolve. Let's go ahead and just pop a potion for now. And is there any items over here? Nope. I think what's our route right now? We go to Lumios, then we go through some sort of tunnel, and then we get to the second gym. I think that's how it works. She's just gonna have 3 Burmese, isn't she? Also, like I've been mentioning for pretty much all week, I am anticipating a phone call at some point. It might come today, it might come tomorrow, or at any point in the next few days. I appreciate you hanging out, Prince. Hope you have a lovely rest of your day. And good luck on the rest of your Nuzlocke. But if I do get this phone call, I'll probably wrap up stream since I'm anticipating it's going to take like 30-45 minutes, maybe a little longer. But so far they have not called me during stream time over the last like week, so I think it should be fine. Just giving you guys a heads up. Windows or Mac, which do I prefer? I'm gonna be honest, I've barely ever used Apple products aside from like I use AirPods. I love my AirPods. They're really good. So I have those. But outside of AirPods, I've used an iPhone like once. I had an iPhone 11 for a while. This is my dad's old phone. But aside from that, I have zero experience with Macs. I have been Windows and yeah, Windows and like Android for most of my life. You know what, Cass? I never actually had I got an iPod Touch. Like I think on their 2nd or 3rd generation. And that was my first like iPod. Alright guys, we are 1/3 of the way there. Or 2/3 of the way there. We got our Pokemon to evolve. That's pretty huge. Thing's already a menace. Ooh. Our Beedrill has a attack boosting nature. Our Braixen has a speed boosting nature. That's not bad, I guess. That's fine. Adamant Lord just is not great. Swarm, I always struggle with stuff like Swarm. Just because, how do I describe it? I struggle with Swarm because half the time, like, I shouldn't leave my Pokemon out and gamble on the fact that he doesn't have a priority move or that I outspeed. All right, Yugi. I'm keeping an eye out. This feels nostalgic. It's crazy seeing this after having played Legends EA. Just like how far it's come. Let's go ahead and put Cass up front right now. Just need, yeah, that is true. Get low, U-turn out. That's pretty powerful. You make a good point, Cass. We're gonna use the almighty wheel. I forgot about this theme. Mega Jomander Y. That'd be pretty good. It's what the fourth movie could be, kinda. Alright, I think we should be good for this battle. I'm just gonna top up. We should be fine, right? I hope. Alright, Bulbasaur. Having a bug type move would have been ideal. That's fine. This should be neutral. It did not do nearly enough damage. Alright. I need like 5 Fury attacks with 4 crits, please. I don't like this. So he's gonna have all 3 starters at level 10. And he's Leech Seeding me, so I need to do more damage than he's doing with Leech Seed, which is proving to be quite a challenge. Cass, I need you to do more. Cass, please. You can't keep landing 2 hits. He's gonna heal more than we're doing. Alright, we got one more in us before we gotta swap out. I need 4 or 5. Are you? Cass, please. Okay. I think we switch out to Weed over here. In the event that he's going to use Squirtle next. When did that game come out, Yugi? Let's just go ahead and hit him with scratch. See how much that does. Alright. We level up. I believe I should survive one move from Squirtle if he goes to that. No, he goes Charmander. Okay. In that case, we're going to go out to Brigson. That should do next to nothing. See how much our Ember does. Because we've got high special attack. Let's try Flame Charge and see how much that does. Slightly more and boosts her speed. Which that part doesn't really matter too much, but... How long ago, though? Like, years-wise? What year? Let's go ahead and hit him with a Flame Charge. See how much that damage does. Resists even more. Let's see how much Ember does. Okay, that's the better choice. Okay, Water Gun did not do that much. It hurts that 2015 was 11 years ago. That makes me very sad. Okay, we gotta swap out now. Do we... You should eat a Water Gun easily, and Vine Whip will do the trick. 17. Yeah, okay. There we go. Got a little dicey there for a second. I need Cast to learn Twin Needle. That's what I need. Alright, Bell levels up. And now we get our Kanto starter. Alright, let me see if I got this wheel set up here still. Yep, we do. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and spin this wheel. And let's see what we get. I would like a Bulbasaur or a Squirtle. We get ourselves a Squirtle. I am quite happy with that. Now, can we get a nickname suggestion for our Squirtle? Let's hide that away. Sokka's a good name. I do like that. Ooh, Shelly's good too. I'm gonna go with Sokka just because I'm in the middle of watching Avatar, but I do like Shelly a lot. Dang, they really just give us the Blastoise right now. Okay. You withdraw your names. I appreciate Cass. Alright. Now I think is when we talk to Lysander. Yep. That's valid. We'll take some, we'll leave some. Alright, we gotta go to the cafe, which I think is where we meet Diantha? Team is looking... We've got some potential on the team right now. Let's see what our Squirtle's nature is. Alright, Sokka has lower defense, boosted speed. It's not the best thing, but, you know. Is this the cafe? No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to go in there. I mean, Cass is definitely our main contender for our Megastone. Nope, that's not it. Shell smashing Blastoise is an option. Is Mega Beedrill... Oh, it's only in Y? Okay, so now I can go this way. Oh my god, leave me alone. No, Sokka, you can't have your boomerang. I'm busy using it. Oh! I thought Mega Beedrill was X and Y for some reason. That makes me sad. I'm renaming my Pokemon Go mods for the ones I want to keep. I mean, Avatar Last Airbender is great. Yes, just give me this Lucario. Avatar? Oh, not even close competition. Oh, whoops. It's not even competition, Cass. Like, Last Airbender is the only Avatar. Or sorry, it was Yuju saying that. Alright, let's go ahead and hit you with that, and hit you with this. Lucario. That's pretty valid. I can see that. Alright. Let's do this. I do wish that there was a big banner in my face that told me when ads were running, because I'm really not paying attention to ads. And they're off to the side here, and that's where it tells me that they are, so I can't never really notice that they're running. We'll get a fossil Pokemon later, I think. Is there here for me? Ah, there's an item there. Yeah, so for what it shows me, Brent, is... I don't know, I was doing that. For what it shows me is it'll tell me that an ad break is about to run. And then it says it runs for about a minute and a half. And then that's what disables pre-roll ads for newer people coming into the stream for the first time. Or anybody coming into the stream. You know, I do love Dodrio, so I am not even mad. So, I don't know, I guess maybe it does pop up for different times for people. Ferrari and Alpine reveal their 2026 liveries. Alright, I'm gonna need you to explain what they revealed to me, Yugi. I drive a Volkswagen Jetta, so I am not not keen with cars. Oh. Ow. And how are they looking? This thing kind of hurts a lot, doesn't it? This is 17 defense. I gotta switch out Sokka. I really like Dodrio, so I would like to catch this. Yes, please keep growling. Okay, so the reveals were not super impressive. Alrighty guys, can I get a suggestion or nickname suggestion for our Doduo? Fluffy? Let's do it. I don't know that Appa would work. Because Doduo and Dodrio famously can't fly. Not copter. I'm pretty happy with our encounter. go ahead and go to the Pokemon Center, grab our Fluffy. Is it this way? Yes, it is. Can't spell today. I was a little worried about for you if you couldn't smell. If you can't spell, that's just life. Let's go ahead and swap you out for now. I should probably heal. That's what I should do. Alright, we should probably check out our nature as well. For Doduo. He's got an item as well. Ooh, he came with a sharp beak. Lower defense, boosted speed. I mean, nothing's ever outspeeding this. Drive to Survive on Netflix. I'll check it out. Ability is not great, but comes with a sharp beak and has a flying type move. I'll take it. Ooh, hordes. That's pretty intense. Oh, we're just jumping into a trainer battle. Okay. Let's just go out into weed. Ow. 10 damage is not something to sneeze at. I don't like you swords dancing on me. Please kill it. Thank you. I need you to learn something better than Fury Swipes. Do I have to do 2 battles? No, I don't. Okay. Horde battles are a little tricky. I don't know if we'll be using them. Because it can get out of hand pretty quickly. And I don't feel like dying to horde battles. Nope, nothing in there. I mean, there was one movie, I don't think it was Formula 1, but it was a racing movie. I can't remember what it was called off the top of my head. That came out maybe like 3 years ago, 2-3 years ago. I really enjoyed that. It was a good movie. I don't have a single bug type move for this guy. So I'm gonna go ahead here. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know where all the dust just came from. Something got all of a sudden got really dusty. I cannot wait to clean this place up. And then fill it up with dust again, because I have to still sand one more room. Ooh, side view. I will gladly take that. I think so, yeah. I think it is Gran Turismo. Obviously not F1 or, you know, realistic at all, but it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. Alright, I gotta go back down here. And down here. Should have used the repel. I don't want to keep fighting random stuff. Yeah, I know it's based on a real story. But as far as like reflecting actual sport, I guess maybe not super realistic. What's that here? Orangeberries? Thank you. Okay. This is a long route. This is a very long route. I can see what people mean when they say like it goes on for some time. I definitely don't want to stay out for this. Which since Dodu almost wrecked Morgana last time. $38. That does 9 damage. I don't like that. Good thing about Drive to Survive is you get to know what the drivers are like. I agree with that. It's easier to be a fan of something you recognize, right? And understand. Do I want to learn Bubble? No. No. I want to not learn Bubble. Let's heal up. And then we're gonna go ahead and hop onto here. We don't really need to run in the grass because we already have our encounter for this route. Ooh. Bone Claws is not horrible, but not really what we need. Let me see where we are on the map, just in case. I want to make sure we're on the same route. We're still Route 5, okay. Now, if... Sentry, okay. Why does Sentry look kind of swollen? Like, look at those arms. Come on, hit 4 times. No? Close enough. Alright, so I think, what did I say our next gym level? 25. We got some room to work with, which means we're still a good distance away from the gym battle. Merlin the wizard is actually in. Is he? I don't remember that part. Is there a Pokemon Center here? There is. Perfect. Now, ideally, I would like... I might wrap up today's stream at 1. But I'd like to get as close as I can to the gym. Where does this lead to? I will take money. Gladly. Yeah, that much makes sense. Alright, now I believe we can get an encounter here. Can I not go around and get an encounter here? Not yet. This is my new room. Or maybe this is... I'm misremembering. Yeah, there's a good chance I'm misremembering where this is. But off to Road 7. Although, where is Route 6? Right. Our route... Yeah, I am thinking of the mansion. What's this? Thanks for the berries, nerd. I'm not planting them. These are my berries now. Any items here? Miracle Seed is good. Only Pokemon I have that would take advantage of it is whatchamacallit, but close enough. Don't tell me I have to fight a Snorlax already. From Palace, which is up here, I guess. All right, our Route 6 encounter is... I guess we can't go down there yet. Can't go down there yet. Guess we gotta fight all these guys. I don't like this. I didn't want a string shot. What am I doing? What am I doing? And now I'm going to do no damage to him. I was already going to do like next to nothing. Of course, why not static me? Why not? At least give me 5 hits. Alright, I'm over this. The good thing is Morgana's not really going to get used in the next gym, so I can afford to use him a little more. It's a rock type gym, if I recall correct, so that's not really going to do me any favors. Yes, please learn Twin Needle. Better than Fury Swipes, Fury Attack in every way. Psyduck, let's go ahead and switch you out to Weed. Alright, we're almost done this. And then one more Pokemon to go. It's crazy running into a situation where you're getting too much experience in this game. Pidgey is definitely one I don't want to stay out for. So let's go out into Stalker, why not? He should be able to handle this easily enough. Good enough damage, I'd say. Okay. That's one battle down. We've almost got ourselves a War Turtle. And I think we have 1 or 2 more trainers down here. Yeah, 1 more. Let's go ahead and use this. Well, that's our encounter, I guess. Okay. That was a crit. That was scary. Venobeat's not bad. That's a little worse. Okay. Let's... An excellent bug, indeed. Can we get some nickname suggestions for this excellent bug? I just wasn't expecting to get jumped from the side. Route 6 and Kalos. We'll go with Centaur. I think it's Hama. We could have gotten a Hone Edge in the grass. Which would have been nice. A Hone Edge. We could have gotten an Oddish. Yeah, we had some pretty cool options here. Oh, I didn't want to get into a battle. That's annoying. I did not want to battle somebody. And it's 2 Furfrows, which are not very fun to fight. Let's see if we can end this quick. Frame rate is really dropping here for some reason. That did a lot less than I was hoping. But you should do next to nothing since he's burned. You can just feel the game grinding to a halt. And it's only a 5 FPS drop. That's the crazy thing. All right, the burn should finish the trick. Yeah, why not? Just keep lowering my attack and defense. I didn't need those stats anyways. Why do you have potions? You're regular trainers. This frame rate's really killing me here. Did not like that. Okay. Ass is gonna go ahead and Twin Needle you and hope for the poison. You are gonna switch out to somebody full health. Now, of course, that's going to do nothing. But the poison is there. I don't think the poison is going to kill, though. Okay, that did a good amount of damage. Yeah, it's Hama. I thought I responded to that, sorry. I might have zoned out. I'm getting very tired, which is not great. I should just Vine Whip you in case you potion. Yeah, I'm not quite at that episode yet on my rewatch. I am on the last episode of Book 1. Things are getting rather dramatic. We're gonna be here a while, guys. Twin Needle's gonna do like 1 damage per needle. But it's not gonna do too much because he's burned. And that should be about as much as we do between our 3 attacks and burn next turn. Actually, Divine Whip might be able to kill him. Maybe. It's gonna be close. Yep. Ridiculous, I swear. The experience is great, but ridiculous. Nope, that's not what I want to do. Our first encounter would have been an Esper, so I'm not super upset about the Venipede. Oh no, there's more trainers. I need to leave this area. I very much need to leave this area. Sorry, my partner's looking at stuff on Facebook Marketplace, and she just sent me a listing for some Ryobi tools that are quite discounted. I don't want to stay up for this. And I think I might want to grab them, because it's 175 bucks for battery, charger, 2 drills with drill bits, a circular saw, a flashlight, and a reciprocating saw. I don't know what that last one is, but I have been meaning to pick up some tools and get into some new stuff, so it might not be a bad idea, as long as they're compatible with the ones I have. Can't tell. Does look like they are 1 tools. So it might be worth grabbing, because new, those tools are much more expensive. Alright, how much? Sure, we'll teach Weed this move. Yeah. Like, let's see, we've got... What do we got? 6-tool combo kit for 400 bucks. Comes with 1 battery. And a charger. Oh, I probably should have learned from a normal flying. That would have been good to learn. So I can learn bite. That's good. And we got ourselves a war turtle. Yeah, they're almost worth grabbing just for the batteries, honestly. You give Sokka back his boomerang. This instant. Okay, so let's get out of here because this place is dangerous. And we're gonna go back to heal. This place as a whole is very dangerous. Oh no. I thought she just wasn't gonna battle us because we ran by her last time and didn't get to a battle. How's my team looking? Cass is definitely in no shape to fight. Morgan's less so. Sokka should be able to handle this, right? I hope. I really do wish that Blastoise did more with like that wing design that War Turtle had going on, you know? Like the cloudy tail and the little feather wings on his head. Blastoise kind of completely ditches those ideas. Ralts should be fine. I can't use Bite on it, but... Squirtle Squad sunglasses would be pretty cool. I would like that. Gulpin is just straight poison, right? So, Water Gun should do the trick. Alright, I think what we're going to do is we're going to get back to the Pokemon Center and then call it a wrap for today. Just because I do have a lot to do today. I still got to throw out a bunch of stuff. Sweep, mop, empty out the freezer, I guess, or clean up the freezer. So lots to do, and not very much energy to do it, so I'm gonna need to save as much of that as I can. So even if today's stream is a little bit shorter, we managed to get a good start, I like to think anyways. Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and call it a wrap for today, just because my energy's bottoming out, and I gotta save what little I have left to work on stuff. Alrighty, well, thank you guys for hanging out. Hello, M. I appreciate you guys for being here today, as always. Let's actually save before I forget, because knowing my luck, I'm gonna close the game and not save. There we go. I'll be back on Monday, same time as usual, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If we're lucky, we can go pretty long on Monday, hopefully. I don't have any other obligations. But with that said, yeah, we're gonna wrap up stream today. I hope you guys have a lovely weekend, and we'll catch you soon.